stop for a moment and breathe with me. Just one deep breath like that. Now I know this video probably isn't gonna get like a lot of views because I didn't start it with a highly stimulating intro. And the videos that I start with stimulating intros that are more edited are for like the people that are newer to the channel and don't really know what I truly do. And so I started like that so that they can be interested enough to watch the video and then to keep going. But this video isn't for those people, it's for my true fans, the people that are already subscribed, and the people that want to truly change their lives. Okay, I made a video a little while ago. It was like vertical, and I was talking about how the present moment is the most important moment that we could ever live in. And I was talking about how the past doesn't exist. It's just a memory that is formed in the present. And the future doesn't exist. It's just a prediction of what we think is going to happen in the present moment. So think about that for a second. Nothing exists at all except for the present moment. That's why we breathed. We took a breath at the beginning of this video so that we can bring you more into the present moment, because right now you're actually not really in the present. You are looking at you're technically in the present moment, but you're not embracing it. So pause this video right now, come back to it after you've self-centered and you've been in the present moment and appreciated it, okay? Pause the video, look around in your room. What does it look like? What does it smell like? What's going on? Don't have any thoughts in your brain. Just be present in the moment, right? Take a deep breath and appreciate the fact that you will never be more free than you are in the present moment. We tend to think that after we do this task, we'll be free. After we retire, we'll finally be free. The truth is, you will never be more free or feel more free than you are today. That is an illusion. You will never feel more free than you are today. So don't wait to feel free. Don't wait to be free and present in the moment. Because you're actually free right now to look around, to breathe, to think, to hear, to listen. You're free right now. And the more that you think that one day you'll be free, the more likely it is that you'll never be free in your entire life, and you'll be waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting until you die. Right now is the moment that you'll never be more free, okay? So don't think that you'll be more free. Don't think that when you have money, you'll be more free. Don't think that when you're famous, you'll be more free. You'll never be more free than you are in this moment. So appreciate that and live more like that, because this moment is not indefinite. You won't always have it. It won't always be there. And we only have so much time, right? Time is the only thing that we truly have. The present moment is the only thing that we truly have. Like literally, it's the only thing that we have now. And so we think future, 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 past, 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 right? Be present, okay? We can have goals. There's still a time and place for having goals and for thinking about the future. And there's a time and place to reminisce in the past. But the thing is, all we have is the present. And the day we die is when we lose that. So, if you want to spend more time in the present, limit the distractions, right? The video games, TikTok, Instagram, social media, everything. Just limit it, because the present moment is sacred, right? And sure, there's a time and place. There's a time and place for all those things. There's a time and place to use the social media, right? But the thing is, I don't ever think that there's a time and place to consume on social media. Now, I think it's great for getting connections, for speaking to people, for I wouldn't even say that there's any more knowledge to gain on social media. I definitely not the place that I would go to gain knowledge, right? If I want to gain knowledge, I would literally just either go on YouTube and find long form videos, because there's a lot of professors and a lot of podcasts that are like incredibly informative, right? That are in long form, right? And I would also just go to like Google and do research, stuff like that. That's where I would get all of my education from, because it's highly accessible. There's tons of incredible information out there that is just waiting for us to search and to find it. And on TikTok, Instagram, there's not a lot of that. Like, you'd have to filter a lot of it out, and even after filtering it out, it's short form, and you're gonna forget about it after you swipe to the next one. So it's just not ideal for ingraining and memorizing the intelligence that you want to get, right? The information that you want to get. And so if we want to actually like gain and retain information, we need to be almost like kind of bored. Not really bored in the sense of being bored, but hyper focused, right? We have to train like a lecture, right? If I said a sentence right now, like let me see. I have like cool inspirational things. Like, consistency is more important than perfection, right? And I didn't explain that at all. The thing is, yeah, sure, it's, consistency is more important than perfection, but the thing is, you're gonna forget about that like within 5 minutes. I guarantee you're gonna forget about that within 5 minutes, right? Sure, okay, consistency is more important than perfection. You're gonna forget about that. The difference is when we watch like a 2-hour lecture specifically about that thing, like if someone went and explained to me exactly how consistency is more important than perfection and went into every minute detail, not only am I going to remember that if I pay attention to the whole thing, right? Even if someone takes 15-20 minutes to explain it and they go into exquisite detail, implicit detail about that thing, then I'm going to have such a better understanding of what that means and how they interpret it. And I can kind of make my own interpretation of that. But I'm also going to have spent 20 minutes just talking about that one singular thing, which means that all of the philosophies within that are going to be ingrained within my brain a lot better than if I just said consistency is better than perfection. And so there's a time and place for everything. There's a time and place for learning. There's a time and place for focus mode, right? A lot of times we can get very easily caught up in tasks and duties, right? For example, me explaining that, I was in flow state. I didn't even realize that I started the video with the present moment is everything. It's the most important moment. And then I kind of memorized that. The thing is, there's 100% a time to appreciate the present moment and to feel every moment and to constantly be appreciative of that moment. And a lot of times we can get caught up in tasks and duties of everyday life, like working the 9 to 5, or, the chores that need to be done. And we kind of lose track of time. And then next thing you know, we're old. So consciously being aware of the time passing, I think, is something we should practice every single day. But I also think, for example, me explaining things like this, right? I'm in the present moment, but I'm also in flow state, which means that the time goes by a lot faster than I think, and I'm not really thinking about the time passing. I'm thinking about how I can transfer what is going on in my head to the viewer, to the person that's listening to this. And so I think also flow state is really good for tasks, doing tasks that need to be done every day. And I think there's definitely a time and place to get into that rhythm, to get into that state where you're just fully focused on completing something and doing that hard work, getting the work done. There's definitely a time and place for that. But we need to have a time every single day to be in the present moment and to appreciate that. And a great way to do that is by meditation, right? There's actually research that suggests that meditating just for 20 minutes, even if it's just once, improves cognitive ability, improves, it literally improves like decline, right? So it can help us kind of compensate for cognitive decline over time, because over time, naturally, our brains start to decline in power and memory and all those different things. Meditation has actually there's research that suggests that meditation helps with cognitive decline, helps to compensate and to slow down cognitive decline, which I think is something that we can all appreciate, and we'd all want to be smarter and more intelligent for longer. There's also research that suggests it improves anxiety, improves mental health and blood flow, and numerous other benefits. Just 20 minutes. And so if you meditate 20 minutes a day, I notice it also helps you be present in the moment. It helps you appreciate the present moment without having these random thoughts about a video game that you don't actually care about. Random thoughts about an Instagram reel you saw yesterday night when you were scrolling for 2 hours straight. Meditation is going to center you, ground you into the present moment. And it's also going to help you focus deeply on tasks. It's going to improve your focus and your ability to focus on specific tasks. Actually, meditation also, there's research that suggests that meditation helps with people that have ADHD, and it helps them focus on the tasks that they have trouble focusing on. So being in the present moment, super important. If you want to improve your ability to be in the present moment, meditation is a great way to do that. Breathing techniques are also a great way to do that. And then just taking time to be in the present moment is also a great way to do that. And so if we can set apart a time in our day, like 30 minutes, where we're just in the present moment every single day, honestly, I found that when I do this, my mental health is a lot better. And whenever I'm not doing a specific task, I always try to be in the present moment as much as possible, because this is the moment that can be taken away from us. This is the moment that isn't guaranteed. And so we have to appreciate the moment while we have it, every single time that we do. So yeah, I just wanted to share that and to elaborate on that video I made earlier when I was talking about it. But yeah, that's it. My name's Justin, and remember, you deserve the consequences of your actions, and just start living today.